Well, thank you so much for watching Backroads Tourist today. I'm Jeff, and today I'd like to take you with me to visit a remarkable place in Sioux City, Iowa. Trinity Heights is a 16-acre oasis of faith located at about 33rd and Floyd Street on the north side of Sioux City. Now, I have to say at the onset that the video you're about to see probably doesn't do justice to Trinity Heights. I took this video in mid-April, and the trees were still pretty bare. Also, there are little streams and ponds that hadn't been filled in yet. When the trees are leafy and the flowers are blooming, no doubt it's even more beautiful than it is right now. Right by the parking lot, there's a map that shows you where everything is, and there's a lot to see. Plus, when I was there, they were developing a new area that I'm sure is going to be beautiful too. I started my visit to Trinity Heights with a stop at the St. Joseph Center. Inside this building are some artifacts and artwork that's pretty interesting, but the highlight of the St. Joseph Center is a life-size carving of the Last Supper. The carving is incredible, but they also have an audio interview with the artist who did it. He's a local man who spent 7 years working on this project. It's really interesting to hear him talk about the process and get a better insight on the backstory of this remarkable work of art. After spending some time in the St. Joseph Center, I made my way to the walking paths. There weren't very many people around when I was there, but even if there were, I don't think it would seem very crowded. There's a lot of space to give everybody plenty of elbow room. The first stop for me was the statue of St. Francis of Assisi. St. Francis is probably most recognized as being the patron saint of animals, but he is also the patron saint of Italy, the patron saint of the environment, and the patron saint of merchants. Appropriately, there are several birdhouses in the area right around his statue. After spending some time with St. Francis, I thought I'd stay focused on the saints and walk through an area called the Way of the Saints. This walking path includes 6 clusters that each contain information about different saints. There are 60 profiles in all, and I found it very interesting to get an insight into the histories of some of these saints. Some of the stories were very interesting and gave me a greater understanding about who these people really were. Along the walk, you'll also see statues of Saints Peter and Paul, Mother Teresa, and others. Now, one nice thing to know is that if you're feeling tired, there are a lot of benches to sit on. There's also sitting areas and more secluded areas if you want to sit and pray or just be alone with your thoughts. I also noticed that most of the area is either flat or has a gentle slope to it. Those in wheelchairs or scooters probably won't face too many obstacles at Trinity Heights. Before I continue showing you around, I'd like to ask you to please give this video a like if you feel it deserves one. And if you enjoy virtually visiting unique, beautiful, or quirky places, please consider subscribing to the Backroads Tourist channel. I'd love to have you as part of the family, so click that subscribe button right now. I found this very interesting. Trinity Heights has a pathway that highlights the 6 apparitions of Mary, the mother of Jesus. The apparitions represented are Our Lady of Mount Carmel, Our Lady of Fatima, Our Lady of Lourdes, Our Lady of Guadalupe, Our Lady of Knock, and Our Lady of the Miraculous Medal. The Holy Mother is also depicted in a huge statue called the Immaculate Heart of Mary, Queen of Peace. I didn't have enough time to get a close look, but this is what it looks like from a distance. Of course, Jesus also has a wonderful statue called the Sacred Heart of Jesus. This statue can be found at the end of a pathway called the Way of the Cross. Just in front of the statue is an area designated to remember fallen soldiers. So, my friends, I'm in a quandary right now. There's something about Trinity Heights that I didn't like, but I absolutely understand why they do it. It seems like everything has a sponsorship plaque on it. There are plaques on benches, trees, gazebos, even some rocks have plaques on them. Personally, I think the plaques sort of detract from the whole atmosphere, but Trinity Heights doesn't charge any kind of an admission fee. They want this site to be open to everyone, and I think that's beautiful, but I understand there are still expenses. Upkeep, maintenance, groundskeeping, and expansion, just to name a few. Trinity Heights also has a gift shop available if you wish to visit. I didn't feel comfortable taking video inside, but I can assure you that it's very, very tasteful. You'll find books, medals, beautiful rosaries and crucifixes, artwork, and a whole lot more. So if you're looking for a place to inspire your faith, communicate with God, or just be alone with your thoughts, Trinity Heights just might have what you're looking for. Thanks for watching today. I'm Jeff, and I'll see you on the back roads.